Thank you for checking out crypto.chartguys.com, the source for technical analysis in the cryptocurrency world. We are proud to announce our own crypto alert system designed to give you the most critical technical trading information possible no matter where you are. Keep your eyes on the market with mobile or email alerts for MACD crosses, RSI levels, and even inside bar alerts for dozens of coins across multiple exchanges. New features and proprietary ChartGuys indicators are already in development. Our alert system is very easy to customize and utilize, so don't hesitate to sign up for the most effective crypto trading tool on the market at crypto.chartguys.com. Hello everyone, hope you're having a good holiday break here. Going to go over some altcoins and then going to do the big four later tonight. So XVG USD, XRP USD, OMG BTC, Salt BTC, and GNT USD are what we're going to be looking at, just per member request. Something I want to point out, if you are following along with John McAfee and his pump and likely dump, I say likely dump because you better believe he is front running any single name that he talks about, and he's telling his friends to do the same, and they are selling into the massive run up. So it is very high risk, high reward. If you can get in early and it's running up, there's absolutely some nice money to be made. But if you're trying to chase and you buy at the top, you could very easily be in the red very quickly. So these are very high risk reward plays. And he's naming his top 10 underrated coins, I believe. He's already done 2. So again, everybody's got their ear to the ground and want to know what the next coin is because it means an automatic run. But just be aware that there are traders trying to hop on this, and short-term traders being the key word. So XVG has a bull break, huge day today, up multiple 100%, and we are now beginning to consolidate. The 4-hour time frame is seeing a big upper wick form, potential for a bearish reversal, spinning top candlestick, or a doji. All depends on how this candlestick closes, and it still has a good ways to go. We've got 2.5 more hours of this candlestick. So I zoom into the hourly time frame for more details. I can see the hourly chart still has higher lows well intact. This is the major support down at 1711, but there's also a little consolidation low at 222, and we just held that level with the low of this pullback at 22, pretty much the same level. It's 2219 and 2212. So a double bottom there. If we drop down and hit a lower low on this pullback, that will be the temporary top in my opinion, and we'll then look for some lower highs and lower lows on the hourly to begin forming. So at this point, the bulls are still in full control. Have to keep that in mind. 15-minute chart can see that we just had a solid bull run up, and we are giving it back, and the volume is definitely a bit concerning here for the bulls. But like I said, we haven't really lost a clear higher low yet. Support is still holding at this point. XRP, of course, the resistance is going to be at all-time high of 2.9, and then we'll look at 3. And then 3.1 and just round psychological numbers as we go. XRP USD, huge volatile day yesterday. We're settling down a little bit, going to form an inside bar on the daily time frame today to be watching tomorrow. The 4-hour time frame shows that things are very clearly tightening up, where if you disregard this dump candlestick and that low, we have our high, low, lower high, higher low, and just a tightening ping pong range where we get tighter and tighter. We're looking at the most recent clear support. There's really 2 levels that you could look at. And in terms of resistance, so the clearest support short term is 975 followed by 901, depending on how much wiggle room you would like to give the trade. And in terms of resistance, first resistance is 104 followed by 106. Break of 106, and we're looking at 113 and 125. That's the signal the bulls are looking for to break that level and get bullish out of this hourly equilibrium pattern. So we've been in this pattern for quite some time now. If the hourly chart is this drawn out, we're talking a couple days at this point, and we look at the 4-hour chart just for a little bit of a different view, and we form inside bars. We're watching for this 4-hour inside bar to break, and this inside bar has a high of 104 and a low of 99.14, so, or 11, I should say. So that is the inside bar range to watch. There's going to be a volume spike accompanying it when we do get a bull break, but as of right now, we are in tightening range still. GNT USD, beautiful recovery for these bulls after that dump. We had a big bull move over a week. It was given back all in that dump yesterday, and the bulls made a really nice job recovering the vast majority of that and just formed a lower high. So the 4-hour time frame with a V-shaped recovery, our lower high is currently at 7.2, and if we pull back from here and form a higher low, it will be somewhere around the 5 range, the low 5s. keeping in mind that we have had a decent correlation to Bitcoin on this bounce. It's breaking a little bit at this point, but definitely something to be keeping an eye on as well. In terms of the hourly time frame support, it was down at 5.7. So if we break 5.7, we know the high of the bounce is in, and we're going to form that higher low on the 4-hour equilibrium pattern. And we have an hourly inside bar forming right now to watch next hour as things are just settling down after a big high volume push that we just saw. We look at the 15-minute time frame, and we can see a huge volume push that got rejected, but the bulls are still right up there at the highs and holding on well. There hasn't been a major sell-off at this point. So keeping a close eye on the hourly inside bar for Golem, and if we do get that break and head to higher highs, the all-time high very likely will break in the near term. So it's pretty important to watch how we come out of this consolidation, whether or not the bulls are able to see some follow-through or whether consolidation begins. Checking out on OMG BTC, long-term daily downtrend here, just starting to shift momentum to favor the bulls. So we have a lower high, lower low pattern. We have now broken the lower high pattern by breaking a bunch of resistances on the move over the past few weeks. Now we look for a higher low on consolidation and then a higher high to continue with this trend change. So we look at the weekly time frame and we can see it's been a huge pullback from the highs, no interest in OMG, and now we have a bullish reversal candlestick with a volume climax down at the low. Highest weekly volume that we have seen was this bullish reversal candlestick, highest in months. So we're trying to confirm that here. Key resistance is 124, and after that we're looking at 155. And bulls trying to establish a higher low on the hourly, and right now looking at 0.00096 as a key base of support the bulls would like to maintain if they're going to continue this move forward. So the bulls are turning the trend around. The daily time frame now has to form higher lows and higher highs. Key support is 0.00083, and we're looking to get into the 00s if we can see continuation on this bounce. SALT BTC on the daily time frame, coming off the all-time high. Not a ton of trading history here. We can see that once we began trading, or at least not a lot of history here on TradingView. So our high was 6.8, and we just got up to, let's see, 7.3. Inside bars are forming, so we're tightening ranges after a clear bull break. We have an inside bar. We're forming our second inside bar, the 4-hour time frame. We have our high and our low. And the bulls are making their way back towards that all-time high. So bulls still full control of this trend. The hourly time frame shows these higher lows that are keeping up. If they are lost, it is a red flag, but higher lows still in place. Most recent higher low was down at 663. And we're looking for the bulls to break this double top. It's actually a triple top at this point at 7. If we break 7, we're going to 7.3. So things are getting tight. You can see we're leveling out a little bit from a clear bullish uptrend, now getting a little toppy. And it's at this point, it's an ascending triangle pattern with a flat horizontal resistance and higher lows as we head into that resistance, showing a tightening range. So that's what we're watching here on SALT. Likely to get a clear break. This is the hourly time frame, so I would say sometime in the next, right when I'm speaking perhaps, but sometime in the next, I would say 12 hours, we will see a break of this pattern, and we'll know that we're either headed to all-time highs or we are going to set a lower high on this move and come back on the 4-hour time frame and set a higher low. Same thing that we're watching for on Golem in terms of whether or not we're going to be able to break to a new all-time high or whether consolidation is going to begin. We're going to lose the 1-hour higher low pattern and begin to consolidate. That's what we're watching on both of those two names. Everybody else has a bit of a different setup. So that's what we've got as we head into the long weekend. Going to do the big 3 later tonight. Certainly a lot of action there as the bulls have been consistently buying the dip over the past 2 days. The question will be, can the bulls continue to buy the dip back to where we came from, or will we need to consolidate again and establish a higher low on the daily, which would mean another significant pullback from the top of the bounce, wherever that may be. At this point, there's no sign of the top of the bounce. It's 4:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll get that video out sometime in the next few hours or so, but at this point, the bulls are in full control still on this bounce. So I appreciate you watching. Congrats to the bulls that bought the dip. Congrats to the bulls that are rocking the altcoin space, which is certainly still providing opportunity, and we'll see you soon.